scenario. The scenario. The scenario. The scenario. The scenario.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Here's the Scenario, your new favorite podcast, steadily growing to the top. And you guys are here for it. I am one of your hosts, Brendan Sagalow, being joined with me as always.
By Mike Cannon.
As well as
Mike Feeney. How are you?
welcome to the show. If you're new here, basically what we do is a couple pals joking around. Couple pals having a little
That's a
bit
heck
of fun.
an elevator pitch for a podcast. It is unique to nowhere. It's a couple pals palling around.
Couple pals palling around in Pal Town.
Can I
Palo Alto.
Can I point something out? Not
Yes,
bad.
you may.
Is you?
Yes.
We're gonna say I'm not even pointing to who's gonna introduce themselves. I'm just gonna let it happen. Half a second after you finished your conversation, and I had already begun speaking.
Right.
Right. So you have no faith in us.
That's not true.
You gotta have faith.
It's so funny because in my head I'm going, what a menial thing that happened that you're bringing up. But then so much, and we're all the same. It's like, so you take this menial thing and then you go, so what it really is.
It has colossal implications.
It's like, so I think that's the best elevator pitch. See, if we were elevator pitching our show, we would start with a real pitch and then get into this weird argument. Yeah, and they'd be like, stop, you've hit oil.
And then it just ends with the website.
But if you're new to the show, what we do here is we ask hypotheticals. We do Mary F. Kills, Would You Rather, all that fun stuff.
Submitted by you, the listener.
Submitted by you, the listener. And if you want to be a part of that little family we got, go to patreon.com/scenariopod. And it's just $5. You get 300 hours.
More than
that. Over around 2 years worth of content that we were making.
That's right.
We were just throwing against the wall.
But incredible, thought-filled content of Brendan reading like love notes to his first girlfriend.
Great stuff.
Songs. I mean, we have peeled back there is a treasure trove of stuff seen by nearly nobody. And I mean, catch up if you can.
Yeah. If you're a fan of us and you want to read our diaries and stuff, then that's the place to be. Patreon.com/scenariopod. And if you'd like to ask questions for the show and be a part of the show, it's just $5 a month, baby. It's one call. Look, okay, if you go to Starbucks, right?
You could feed a kid with flies on his face for less.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, that's not a good pitch.
Yeah, you could feed to Timbo for
It's a callback.
which is a callback. It is a callback. I'm not being racist. It is a callback.
It's a callback to Mike being racist.
Yes, exactly. Look, this is how I look at it. So I've been going to Starbucks. I've been using the stars, trying to collect for giving. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
By the way, the whole star system is all messed up.
It's all messed up now.
They not only raise the price of the stars, but
the cold brew.
But the stars expire. The stars expire.
The stars expire?
And not only do they expire, but all of the bonus stars you can get when they're doing all these, like now till Thursday, buy 3 iced coffees and get an extra 200 stars. They don't auto-enable. You have to go into there and go start bonus thing, and then only then.
Yeah.
What are the stars?
The stars are a reward program that gives you free coffees.
So let me get this straight. How do you get stars?
You buy coffees.
So you're using bucks to buy stars.
Sure, but you use...
To get Starbucks.
Yes, but then every once in a while you can get a free coffee.
It's doing a thing that you were going to get anyway. It's like those places where they stamp your little hole punch saying you got 10 of them and then you get a free meal or whatever.
Now, somehow, as I'm thinking about it, doesn't relate to the Patreon at all in any way. But what I want to say is...
we do have scenario bucks. And for the low price of $1,000, you could be a millionaire in scenario podland.
Yeah. That where I'm mayor. Anyway, but we do have a special episode today.
Yeah.
We've been ranking them in with the special episodes.
Ranking them.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of great guests recently, but I think sometimes
you got to rank them in.
We got our own way. You must rank them in.
That's right. You need to call them and then just distribute them in 1 to 10.
So we got a very special
episode. It's
episode.
rake them in, I think.
It is rake them in.
Very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page.
I feel
2 of us are.
Okay.
Dr. Seuss made up words too,
What did he make up?
Nerds. You two. Right, Nicole? Right.
Well, Here's the thing. So should we do questions? I mean, at this point,
You always ask that. Anytime we have like an episode where we gotta want to get
I
to
feel
something,
bad
you're
for
like,
the people who leave a question because they get.
Well, we'll get
very
to. We're
upset.
going to get to questions. This I don't think will fill the entire episode, but I think the best part, like what I really love about marijuana and when it enters into Feeney's body, is that he's
smoke
very
cigarette, man.
clearly a man of structure, and he needs some sort of like a itinerary of sorts to help guide him through how he's going to spend his time.
right.
When it's a free for all. He's like a robot that gets water pulled on him. Springs shoot out of his neck. He glitches a little bit. He just went, do we ask questions or what do we do? There's
You
a bit of
structure.
Let me tell you why I'm very excited about this list that I saw because I had only read a part of it and then I read the rest of it and I was just thinking, I was laughing, thinking about how much fun we're going to have. And a lot of this is going to be at my expense, but
You're setting
like that.
I do love that.
Yeah.
at my expense for sure. The
That never happened.
Yeah,
first thing that
finally.
yeah, I know. So I was also wrestling with
give
with
me
the
a break.
idea of even revealing that or just being like, the picture got deleted. What do you have to say?
No, of course. First of all, I've bared my belly on this goddamn
Right.
show
Never
many a
once.
times. You're pitching a perfect game for 17 years in a row, and people are sick of it.
Yeah, we want to see the evolution
It has
of this
everything.
artist.
It has everything. And I was looking up the time that it was, and
What is it?
it was a Christmas list that I wrote to Santa for what I wanted for Christmas.
Yeah, so
Right.
we've been, I mean, more or less, just to let you guys in behind the meat curtains, every once in a while, when we happen upon some old relics from our past that truly expose who we are as people, and, we're really giving the keys to hurt us to the people that hate us. And I mean, you guys can do with this what you will.
Why
but
even saying these?
Yeah.
because it's very clear what we're doing. I want them to appreciate exactly how much we love this show. We love our audience and our listeners because we're truly exposing ourselves.
Yeah, we're standing up here naked. Not only are we giving you keys to us, you're making copies of the keys.
We're
and giving them around.
we're giving you cocaine to put on the tip of the key to snort and then have a good goddamn
Right.
time.
The key is getting broken in the lock, and then you have to call the guy.
I think the metaphor's done.
Any key stuff?
I'm all greased up.
All greased up?
Yeah.
Don't know what to do?
Why'd
Then you
go
turn
to-
around and see that person is you.
Yeah, because you know that
311.
song.
Anyway,
What were we going to
Uh,
ask? Why did I go into a Jamaican accent?
Yes.
Because that's
311,
what
they do. They sound-
Son of a
they-
bitch.
what's this? I'm gonna hum.
Yeah. So it is show and tell day here at Here's the Scenario, and classic Sags. I didn't bring anything in.
No, but you did get me this sweet ass jersey.
I got him that jersey.
Yeah. New
it wa-
York Knicks, number 69, Michael Shane Cannon.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half wait for them to make that. So what I did was I took one of those crazy edibles, the strip ones, and I just walked through the public library.
That's fun.
It was fun.
It is fun.
It was fun. They were having a museum in there right now where it has all of the original dolls that the Winnie the Pooh franchise was based off of.
Yeah.
Like those fucking dolls from like the early 1900s. It's very cool. And Charles Dickens' chair and desk in there. Very cool.
Speaking of those edibles, I had bought those like 1,000 milligram rings or whatever. The whole bag is 1,000, each one is 100, and I just left them in my car because it's been cold here, and I had forgotten that you can't do that once it hits a certain temperature.
Yeah.
And I went to open them up on my ride home, and I opened it up, and it looked like a once wet vagina gone dry. It's just like,
Oh yeah, and then
ugh.
oh my god, you can't even eat it because you're like, I don't know how many milligrams I'm taking.
It might be 1 million in this little speck. It might be 0. Like I have no idea what I would be eating. So I had only eaten one before that. So I basically like just lit whatever that cost on fire.
Yeah, that's the stoner's version of a Groundhog's Day.
Are you all right?
Damn. I wanted to get
Your
it out.
throat betrayed you on that.
I know. Finally, my body.
Drink some smoothie. That'll that'll lube up your throat.
Thick glop. So,
That's Brendan's middle name.
thick glop.
Thick glop. Stuart
Brendan,
Sagalow.
Glop, glop.
Glop Sagalow.
MC Thick glop.
Thick glop.
Thick glop.
Sounds.
Come with the
Yeah, it
hit.
does sound like a UK rapper.
I was gonna say, Nicole, you say thick glop now.
Thick glop.
Yeah, there it is. Somehow more racist than the 311 thing. Once upon a time, the king gang. All right.
That was
Was that? We're
You've fallen long ago.
I'm in the pit going, I'm still balancing.
Yeah. They're like,
with
sir,
like a spike
everything's
through my
they're
mouth.
like, sir, everything's broken. You're like,
All right, so who wants... So Feeney...
Can you please make some sort of repeating video of Feeney semi-seizuring in his seat? This episode.
I need to see this GIF.
sucks.
It's gonna be, no, it's great.
Oh.
All right, now cut that. Start it over. Welcome everybody. Brendan's not hosting anymore.
With me as always, and I'm gonna say
I sincerely mean we need to cut out the last 2 minutes.
yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Truly. And 3, 2. Are you keeping time too?
Sam Talent's here, everybody. I am not keeping time. Shit.
Great. Perfect.
I did set
Start it now.
No. Okay. So, Feeney, you have a list of some sorts.
Yeah, people that anger me and have wronged me. But my mom calls me the other day and she goes, are you ever gonna read these yearbooks again? Which, first off, it's like, who says that way? It's like they're Hemingways. Like, I'm like, read them.
Are you ever gonna experience the pang of memory again?
Yeah. and she was like, I'm cleaning stuff out. She's like, I'll throw them out. And I was like, no, well, keep them. And she's like, well, then why don't you? I'll bring them up to you, and you can keep them. I go, I don't want them.
Yeah.
Here's how this works.
This is
Why does
parents'
she know?
job.
That is, we're just going to say, as a parent, your job is to hold on to them for the rest of your natural life.
You're a
and
fucking locker.
And then when
Yeah.
you die, I will go through all of your shit, and
Yeah.
I'll go, oh, look, my yearbook.
Yeah,
And I'll
and
go
then
through a
I'll
couple pages, and
Yeah,
that'll
You'll
be
look
that.
at it once and then throw it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like, what is she gonna do with it?
She was going to throw them out.
Throw them out. They're
Yeah.
history.
I know. Well, part of me was like, maybe they should throw them out because I'm sure some of the signatures my friends and I wrote
Sure,
one another
right,
should
right.
be thrown out.
You had loved watching you suck Matt Greenberg's dick in math class.
Don't point at me.
What's up, dude?
I like that.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, there you go.
But so Nicole, I'm going to send this to you, but I want you to really zoom in on it as to not.
Now, is Nicole reading it or are
No,
we reading it?
I would like to read it, but I want to have it zoomed in enough to where they can't get ahead of it on the list. Is that okay, Nicole?
I guess so.
So-
Is that
but you could also just
agreeable
read
to
it.
you? All right,
So
I'll
what
just
is
read it,
this?
but
This
I
is
feel like my
a
handwriting is very
Christmas-
endearing.
You're
It's very endearing. Is that why you want
Aw.
us to see it?
the little hearts over the
Pretty
eyes.
good, right? You know,
Oh, it's terrible.
it's way better than my handwriting now. Don't you dare.
Oh, that's like when you see like basketball players
So-
make the same move and like run towards.
How often does that happen?
It happens.
Yeah, there's 2 balls on the court at the same time.
No. You don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
No, you don't know what I'm talking about, or else you would have said, "Oh, I agree, Brendan."
You're so funny. You're so funny and smart.
When you're right, Brendan. When you wouldn't have known. Otherwise, you would have said, I agree, Brendan.
So
When you're fucking right, you're right, dude.
Okay, so Feeney's parents around Christmas time, they asked him to get a list of things that you want for Christmas.
and I
Very
Googled
sweet.
in the beginning of I was Googling, I did a little research just now to look up what year this was because there's no date on it. But I'm looking I Googled the things on the list and it looks like it's 1995.
Okay.
Which would make me 8 years old
Yeah.
at the time.
Okay,
Sure.
cool.
So this is my 8-year-old Christmas list.
Brendan's
Santa.
just born.
Yeah,
Fresh.
1995. I was like,
Oh, actually, no. Nicole was. Nicole was two. She was 2.
yeah, I was 4, so
You
I was
were-
still going.
They're like, he's never been off his back.
Dude, that's one of the funny. Did you see that Feidelberg clip on Barstool when he was talking about how his mom took him to get tested for disabilities when he was 3 years old?
That's
and he
hilarious.
passed the test, and she took him back at 6 years old.
That's great.
Just was like,
That's
I
funny.
don't trust the initial type.
Yeah, like, are they? Maybe we got to go to
Something's gotta
a
be
better
off here.
place. All right, let's
Something
not-
broke
funny.
more since the last time.
Yeah.
So
So,
funny.
Dear Santa, great start.
Pretty good.
First off, how many
Don't give yourself
Yeah.
credit for
how many
For being for niceties.
Let me ask you this. How long do you think the list is for a Santa? How many items do you think are on the
20.
list for me.
I remember-
as an 8-year-old.
As an 8-year-old
Oh.
little white boy,
50.
I'm gonna say like 20. I'm gonna guess 23.
23. Nicole.
17.
Okay.
Might as well say $1.
Yeah. Should I just not tell you until the end, or lock it in?
How many are there?
You got to make up your mind.
Yeah,
before
make
you
a
do these
decision,
things.
dude.
All right.
Tell us now. How many things?
The answer is 11. So you guys way overshot.
Oh.
So dear.
That's the worst.
D-
When
yeah.
we're like 2 million.
Yeah. Oh. Dear Santa, please bring me.
Mm.
I feel like that's a good start. I threw the please, but like, bring me.
Yeah.
Well, and also you didn't care how they were gotten. So you didn't care if Santa stole them, made them, or bought them.
I don't
That's
care how
not
you
my
got 'em.
problem.
That's
Bring me.
hilarious if you end the Santa's list as I don't care how you got it.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care how you gotta get him under the tree.
But
just
you
bring
do.
him down. to
Or I'll
me.
find someone who can.
Yeah. You have one Christmas.
Yeah. You have one Christmas.
Number one, big ticket item here.
Okay.
Super Nintendo.
Oh.
That's huge.
Super Nintendo. It was.
What did that cost when it was first on the market? Do you remember?
Nicole,
Like
look that up.
$300.
Probably, yeah. They're always about
300?
$300.
Yeah.
Bucks.
Fuck.
And I had a Nintendo. I had a regular Nintendo, and all of my friends at that point had a Super Nintendo. And so that was number one, top of my
course,
list,
yeah.
bolded Super Nintendo.
Wow, $200.
Yeah.
Equivalent to 400 though.
If you don't get this for me, I'll be the laughing stock
Yeah.
of our neighborhood.
Yeah.
It would
it
just
really
be
is that.
hardcore FOMO, which, by the way,
Dear Santa, my first question, do you think I'm a bitch?
yeah.
Because everybody's going to think I'm a bitch if you don't get me this Super Nintendo.
Well, a bitch I was, I suppose, because I did not get it.
Oh,
You didn't get it?
Not get
That's
it.
sad.
It's one of the only consoles I didn't get as a child, and that was the one that I always wanted. And then as some sort of rosebud moment, like Citizen Kane shit, I got as a gift, actually, I got that Super Nintendo, like the DS,
Yeah.
the one that like is like the modern. It's got every game it ever made on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's just like a emblem player, I guess, or whatever. And I started playing them, being like, "This is it!" Like taking over that thing. And then I was playing. I'm like, "Oh man, the graphics are so bad." But
It's hard to see.
But the difference is,
That's how I see regularly.
but the difference is,
Pixels?
8-bit.
when you never played the game, there's no memory associated with it. So when you're playing these like pretty rudimentary, terrible games,
Wow.
and you don't have a childhood memory associated with it, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Mario, it's kind of like it's kind of fun, but
Yeah.
it would have been a lot more fun when I was a kid. And then I can go back and be like, oh my god, Mario, because I do that with you could do that with Sega.
Yeah.
You have to have played the game.
This is kind of symbolic, you know, in a way.
Can I ask this though? And you don't have to give away what may be if not, but was this it's the big ticket item, but was this the thing you emphasized the most to your parents as like, hey,
Stars.
I want this the most out of everything
Yeah.
here?
Well, I did that by putting it number one, but I for sure also must have been talking about it because I remember being like, it was a real, like it almost seemed like a foregone conclusion because I had been talking about it so much. And it's
Yeah.
like, if Santa's real, he's got to be hearing this.
Yeah, yeah.
You
It
know
does
what I mean?
seem like a parenting rite of passage that at some point you don't get your child what they want.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's almost like a good, like, because we all have those memories. It made us bump up against adversity. I've talked about that one embarrassing
The roller
Christmas. Like, it
skates.
still haunts me to this day.
Sure.
But it almost feels like that's like a nice defining moment for a kid. Is like, because I was just thinking in my head, like,
Yeah.
man, I don't know if I would ever be able to like. The thing that he looks me in the eyes and tells me he wants the most, like
Yeah.
this means a lot to me. I don't know if I'll ever be able to be like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
And
But then I just
especially-
thought maybe that's what we should do.
And not only that, but think about how that first memory, how much you're going to be upset as a parent when Crew opens all of his gifts and then you're done. You're like, Merry Christmas, buddy, whatever. And he's like, but where's the
Yeah, where's the
thing?
rollerblades?
Yeah, where's the
Dad?
rollerblade?
That already happened this year.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because he opened all of his presents. We're like, did you like everything? He's like, I love everything. He's like, where's Batman? And I was like,
In the car.
Yeah, we literally we got him.
Stay right here.
We got him a Batman on the 27th, and I said Santa met me outside. He found it in his sleigh, just like Polar Express found the little bell, and he came back around and said, "My bad, dude. I left this in my sleigh," and I gave it to Crew, and he was like, "Fucking Santa rules."
Yeah, yeah. I knew Santa wouldn't let me down.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's me.
But
Santa prefers when you call him daddy.
it's hard with like some gifts. I mean, like a Nintendo, $400 is a lot of money. So it's like, I kind of get that, but I don't know. It's like, it seems like kind of easy in a way too. You're like, oh, let's just get him the Super Nintendo because he's going to want a dog. And we're going to go, no dog.
Yeah, this list is unbelievable in its range of requests.
Okay, so first one, Super Nintendo.
Didn't get it.
Second one,
Big
private
ticket
jet.
item. Big ticket item. Crushing. Didn't get it. I don't have a memory of like that though.
This is great.
Here we go. Number 2, Game Gear.
Oh,
You remember Game Gear?
is that the
Oh,
cheat,
my
the cheat
Game
code?
Gear was no, that's Game Shark. Game
Oh.
Gear was like an
No,
portable.
I think I just
Genie.
figured this out.
Game Genie.
Can we,
And Game-
Nicole, can you write, this is going to be hard or whatever. This is going to be a lot of work on Nicole. Can you get the price of everything that Feeney says
I
and
do want-
how much this would be?
I do want the price of the Game Gear because I did get the Game Gear, which is basically was like Sega Genesis handheld. It was like their answer
Okay.
to the, but it was color, so that was their first answer
Sega
to the
Genesis
to,
was awesome,
No, not
dude.
Sega Genesis.
Oh.
Game Gear.
Game Gear. Oh,
it
the
was a
Sonic,
handheld,
right?
It had Sonic. It had a bunch.
It was
It had all the
huge.
games.
That
it was
thing was
huge.
awesome.
It was like holding a VHS tape. It was massive, but it was heavy, and so that's
$149.
$150.
So I understand why they picked either one and went with the $50 less mobile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This makes a lot of sense.
And now Game Gear at the time was such a revolutionary thing because not only did it have bigger speakers than the Game Boy, but it was a color screen, and
Right.
it was like 8-bit or whatever it was, where
the
it looked
graphics looked a little bit
looked-
better.
16.
16-bit. It looked awesome and everything.
Yeah.
So
That was awesome.
Number 2 got that. Number 3, I don't know what was going on. I don't know where I got onto this. I don't even have a memory of. I asked for a girl catfish and a boy catfish.
Fucking rules.
Why would they fight or something?
I don't know. Catfish.
You wanted to watch them fuck. And you thought like
Feeney
the
wanted
male
to set up
catfish
his
would
room.
Dude,
pull her whisker.
What must I have seen? What must I have seen that, like maybe some sort of Nickelodeon thing where
Yeah.
like a character was a catfish, and I was like,
I
who
feel
has
like
catfish as pets?
I feel like you're setting up your room like
Whose
all
voice
the
goes that high?
who's
Not
me catfish? That's him when he's 8.
Oh boy, I want a catfish.
Oh, I'm Dad. Catfish, Sega Genesis.
Do you want to know something interesting before your long explanation? Nicole used to call me Catfish Cannon because I had whiskers that would grow longer than my lips.
I could see
So,
you being a catfish.
You got a delayed male catfish.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go. And I'm the
And
female
depending
one.
upon all right. I was gonna add my own version.
I think the next couple of things that are going to be on Feeney's list are just going to be him like setting up this weird, sexy room. So he's got like the Game Gears and stuff, and then one's going to be like a tiger, like one of those like fucking
You mean like a velvet couch?
yeah, like shit like
Okay.
that. The catfish behind him in an aquarium.
So velvet couch, like red velvet couch.
Right.
You're talking like tiger rug
Tiger
with the open
rug
mouth.
with the open mouth.
You got a catfish tank, full
disco
tank.
ball.
disco ball.
You're trying to make your room.
You guys
into
never wanted
something.
Game
catfish?
gear for the kids. Yeah.
Dude, why would you want a catfish?
A female, a
Alive?
girl catfish, and a boy catfish. Yeah, like as seemingly as pets, not to eat. I don't think.
Were you hoping you would have a Fairly Odd Parents kind of situation?
This was well before Fairly Odd Parents existed.
where Fairly Odd Parents.
Well, I bet there was some sort of like my parents broke up, but I guarantee
No, they
these
weren't broken
catfish
up yet.
stay married.
They weren't broken up
yeah,
yet.
but the writing was on the wall.
It was-
Yeah, you know
but
who
it was-
doesn't
but
yell
I
at each
grew up with
other?
that, so I didn't know it was on the wall.
The catfish.
You know who's a couple that never yells.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs.
Whiskers.
Catfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
catfish.
Whiskers.
Did you have names for these catfish?
Not at that point. Yeah, you can't name them till you meet them.
That's right.
Obviously,
Now,
idiot.
did we lose
Number.
the Christmas music? Because I was really enjoying that.
I noticed you were.
Kind of went with.
Well, it was a whole copyright issue.
Oh, are we having a copyright issue? Yeah, play some non-royalty
Number four on the list. Please, this is Santa Bring Me. Please.
Is it Santa Bring Me? Oh no, it's from your thing. That's hilarious. Santa Bring Me as a song. That's great. Little Feeney song. I want to catfish and I want Nintendo. Santa bring me this and I won't say no to being a nice kid.
Merry Christmas out this fall.
Oh.
Number 4, please.
Also, catfish are not in season during Christmas.
I wasn't interested in eating them.
No, I know.
Be-
I'm just saying,
befriending
like,
them,
to
he
be
wanted.
alive.
He wanted to befriend
Tame
them.
them.
Yeah.
Have them do my
You want
bidding.
it to be the lord of the
Yes.
catfish.
Yeah. just-
That's so funny. You have like a floor in your room that people drop into, and you're like, it's little two catfish flying.
with
yeah, they're like, oh,
Yeah, like
it's
purring.
ticklish.
Yeah, they're like, ooh, gooey.
purring. Do you really think they were half?
That's why they're called cats, right?
No.
Are they half cat?
I really think you thought that, and then you
No.
turned it into a fun, silly
No,
bit.
come on. You know.
Purring.
You absolutely thought that, dude.
So,
No. Okay, so we got the catfish. How much are 2 catfish, Nicole?
in 1995,
Six
I guess I
grand.
have to account for the year, but it said that on average, a catfish for a pet is somewhere between $3 and $10.
Oh,
now
Okay.
my thing is, can you imagine my parents going down Nintendo, Game Gear,
Catfish.
catfish,
Catfish.
and then being like, is that from something?
your mom's like, I'd sooner get divorced than buy him.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't get the catfish. Honestly, it's like $5.
But no one, you've never met a single person with a catfish.
No, you also
Yeah.
have to feed them cats. It's like a whole
Yeah,
thing.
as we know.
That's why they're
Otherwise,
called
how would they
catfish.
purr? So,
That's where that purring sound comes from.
drowning
The
cat.
drowning cats.
number 4. Please let me be with my family on Christmas. I just took.
That's very sweet, but it's also kind of creepy. It's like,
That's not creepy, dude. That shattered my heart.
I
That shattered
that
my
was
heart in 3. Oh my
that kid,
God,
yeah.
dude.
Have you,
Just please let
were
me-
there other
Please.
holidays? That
Now it's
you weren't
funny
with
that
your-
it's number 4 on the
Yeah,
list.
not the
Again,
most-
still Super Nintendo, still up here.
This
But-
is the thing, though. This is the
Yeah.
thing.
If I don't have my family, at least I'll have the Super Nintendo.
But this is why I love Feeney, and this is also why it shattered me. It didn't shatter me in the sense that I think Feeney was a sweet kid wishing for his family to be together. It shattered me in the realization that Michael T. Feeney has always been a sociopath because he put the family thing.
you knew Santa didn't exist.
Listen to this. No. Listen to this. He asks for these expensive gifts, these
Right.
expensive items.
That's
and
so
then
true, dude.
he's like, I got to be a good person.
That's
I
so
think I need to
true.
prove to Santa that I have love in my heart
Yeah.
and that family's important to me. So I'll slide this in right underneath some big asks.
Why
so
wouldn't
he
I put that
knows-
one then?
Because you don't want it the most.
Yeah, dude.
That's why you couldn't.
You knew
help
your
it.
Santa
parents
knows
were
my
taking
pure
them.
intentions.
And by the way, Santa, not for nothing, I love my mom. You know what I mean? And
exactly
she's
it,
just so
dude.
cool. And
That
like,
is
I know that really doesn't mean anything to you, but I
to
can't.
me, they're all I've got.
Also, you're 8. You still believe in Santa?
I don't know. At 8, probably, right? Do you believe it, Santa, at 8?
I know the age I was, but I was young.
24.
No, I was 5.
5 is too young, it feels like. This
I
might have
was,
been
I was held down and told.
maybe.
By your sisters?
No, by all the
Sister?
older boys on my neighborhood.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
have 2 sisters.
Yeah, but at this point, maybe your second sister wasn't born yet.
Good point.
Who's killing it?
your legs with the bouncing.
Catfish.
So please let
So-
me.
all right, so you-
I think I'm right.
That's a
with that,
beautiful-
by the way.
100%
I think I'm
right.
right.
You're
Yeah.
immediately-
I think I was 8, so I think it was more of a
Yeah,
pure
I think-
intention.
But that's
I think
no.
you're manipulating
Buddy.
your parents.
This is what you will learn, and it's going to be one of your as a dad and the type of person you are, and how proud of me you were when I pulled that prank. You're going to watch your son start
Yeah.
to manipulate when he's like 2, and then in 3 it gets flipped to high gear. Crew is like insanely attempting at like manipulation of
And-
parent
yeah.
versus parent stuff. Like it's so.
Daddy,
fucking
why'd you
fun-
say those things about mommy when she wasn't around? It's like, huh?
He says that with the door closed, being like, I could easily say that to
Yeah,
her.
it's like,
Yeah.
now,
For a price.
now, applesauce packet or no?
I could. I asked you to be. I could have been nice about this, but you said
chose
no.
to do it this way.
Yeah,
Oh, but this is why by 8 years old, Feeney's manipulation tools were sharp.
course.
They were sharp.
dude. Some of my earliest memories are manipulating my
Yeah.
parents in a way, like lying because I know they're gonna read it. And
He
You
was
know what
a-
I think
he was
everybody's first manipulation is the is
To self.
Our first sales job, I think, is when we go to the store with our parents as a kid, and we go to the toy aisle, and we found something we wanted. And that first time you took it off the shelf, and you were in the aisle by yourself when your parents were somewhere else shopping, and you looked in and you went, I gotta have this. Now, how can I get my parents to buy this? And then you walk over there with the game plan, and they're like, Mom, and then you're
Literally
like,
getting
oh,
doggy
this is
eyes.
actually very cheap. Like you try to sell your parent on the idea of getting a toy that you want badly,
yeah.
and the first time they say yes, you're like, I fucking did it,
Dude, I've made
Do you know how many times I've been, Dad, you'd love this? And he's like, a super soaker? I'm like, no good?
I've like made PowerPoints for my parents to like get me shit. I've been like, "See,
Really?
Do you see the reason I should own
I'll
this?
bet you
because-
$5,000 you have not.
Why would I say that?
Because
For the
how could
bit.
you prove otherwise?
You think I just lie?
Yeah.
You can't make that shit up. Like, what am I gonna like? Why would I lie about that? You freak.
Why can't you make up the fact that you did a PowerPoint presentation for anybody?
Why can't you trust your friends more?
Because I saw it
What
in your
happened?
eyes. What do you mean what happened? You know damn well what happened.
on the anniversary of it as well. Old man. Number
Do you have any of those presentations?
No,
still?
I don't.
Oh.
I think I made one to like get a dog or something like that.
That would be fun for our nostalgia hour.
I know.
New
I
name of the
wish.
podcast.
I wish.
I'll power through the rest of these here. So number 5, Batman Forever, the movie.
Yeah,
I got that.
nice.
Isn't that considered the worst Batman movie?
No, Batman and Robin.
Oh,
That's the one with George Clooney.
Oh, Batman. Forever.
I liked Batman Forever. We've talked about this on
I
the
like
show.
Batman and Robin.
I also think it is a major, major loss that Jim Carrey played the Riddler for that movie and not in a Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
think that even that performance, if it was lit different,
That's the reason
with
that's the reason I wanted that movie, is because I was
Yeah.
obsessed with Jim Carrey
Same.
at that time.
Yeah.
and he was awesome in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great.
I love that line. I thought it was hilarious when he fucking went behind the one guy that he worked with and like conked him with the coffee maker and goes, "Caffeine will kill ya." And I'm like, oh, there's Ace Ventura as Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, I wish he could be in some of the like. Oh well, Paul Dano, right? Nah, I talk too much. I just caught myself. I just talked too much.
And now I have to live with it. And all of you do too. Number 6, Power Rangers, the movie,
Oh,
which I don't know if I got.
So,
I'm gonna
and these
assume
are
I got.
VHSs at
Yeah,
the
like a
time.
VHS.
And
So
how much do you think? So you've asked for
$20.
yeah.
$20 VHS. Okay.
I asked for Spider-Man, just period. I think I wanted like a Spider-Man action
Yeah.
figure, and if that's the case, I did get one.
Didn't even put toy. How
I
do you
just-
know you got one?
Because I remember having a Spider-Man toy as a kid, so I don't know if I asked for a Spider-Man and that's what they got. I remember having a Spider-Man action figure. It was awesome. It was the one that used to be able to bend.
The
at
fingers
elbows.
can move.
No, well, the fingers was
Oh.
like this, but it was movable joints and limbs. When it used to just be like
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
forever, and then they started being able to do this.
Oh,
You were
when
like,
they
"Whoa."
added that part of like the abs that can move around, it was like
See,
Yeah, game
that was
over.
always available in GI Joes, and what I would do is twist
Yeah.
them until the rubber band blew, and then
Yeah,
the whole
it was like an
fucking
elastic
Yeah.
hair band in there. Yeah.
and we're like next.
yeah, I'm like, all right, where's the next Cobra Commander?
Nicole, I'd like
Commander.
I'd like you to look this up for me because I'm not sure what this is. I know what it is in the show, but I don't know what. Spider-Man number 8, Spider-Man Daily Bugle. That must have been. I don't know if
Maybe
that
there was a toy of some
toy.
sort that was the building.
Where you just wanted a subscription to the paper and Spider-Man.
yeah, I just wanted a subscription to it. I guess.
Or maybe you were just making up a toy. Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
Where you're like, I remember asking my grandma for an electric skateboard, and and it just didn't exist. And
You
my grandma's
invented it?
like,
Dude, you could
Yeah.
have made millions.
I know. And my grandma's like, they don't have these, and like she called. She
You went
didn't know.
not yet, and right to the basement.
Yeah, yeah.
This is why I need to focus.
Instead of inventing it, he just jerked off.
Yeah, that's the sound of it makes. Yeah, the flames coming off.
I asked for Raphael's sigh one year, and my parents were like, "We're not getting you a weapon." I was like, that's stupid.
So I don't think whatever Spider-Man Daily Bugle is, I don't think I got it.
Could it be this?
Oh, it's definitely that. And I
that's
definally
fucking awesome.
That doesn't even look like the Daily Bugle.
definitely.
That doesn't even look like the Flatiron Building.
Yeah, I that's how I know I asked for this. That's how I know I asked for the Spider-Man. The last one was for a Spider-Man figure. I absolutely did not get that.
That is cool.
Did not get that. Very, very
That's
cool.
very cool.
Nicole,
Yeah.
how much is that on eBay right now?
Let me check. It also says like water comes out of the tower.
Yes.
Like, all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
got effects and stuff. Yeah, I remember the commercial for that now. Wow, holy crap. Did not get that. Number 9, sliding in a big ask. A TV for my room.
Oh, that's a
Now
good one.
that's a big ask.
Yeah.
That's a life-changing ask.
Do you know what because I asked for that and my parents were like, no, like in no world are you ever going to have a TV in your room. They just flatly denied it as a prospect. So what I did when my parents upgraded their TV and they put their shit TV into like the basement or whatever, at night, I remember being like 7. I snuck downstairs, grabbed the TV, put it up, brought it to my room, put it in like I had a loft bed and the under was like a little fort area, like hidden behind a bookshelf. The whole thing was awesome. And I just packed that down with a bunch of blankets and like hangout stuff. And I covered it with blankets. And I had that TV down there for 6 months before my parents found out.
How did they
Wow.
find it?
They
They must
found-
have been
they
like,
just-
what the hell?
And my mom was like,
7 years
what's all
old.
these fruit roll-up wrappers and TV doing in here? And I'm just fucking like living like that, like a savage. Dude, I remember watching like, what year did the Yankees, because I think it went for years, but what year did the Yankees lose to the Diamondbacks on that little
2001.
flare? Okay, so I was way too old at that point. I was 16, still living that same life. But there was another Yankee game when I was little that I remember watching on that little TV in like silence, and nobody knew that I even had a TV in my room.
Whoa.
It was fucking
That's
awesome.
cool.
So I definitely got a TV in my room. I don't know if it was that Christmas. Now I remember it being tiny. It was like a
Little Magnavox.
a little tiny television, probably 10 inches maybe or something. I don't know. I felt, or maybe it was 20 inches, but it was pretty tiny. Couldn't have been 20, right? 20 is this big? Yeah, no. It was like a little tiny thing. But I do remember getting that at some point, so I guess I'll mark that down as I
As
got
gotten?
that. Yeah.
But
as
you know
gotten.
what's interesting about that one? How did you ask for it again?
It was number 9, a TV for my room.
See, because it's like you really are asking your parents that. Like Santa, there's like rules that you're like asking for.
Well, you're trying to get Santa to circumvent your parents' authority.
Right.
And then when you get the TV, you could look at your parents and be like, well, Santa thought I was ready.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Santa,
Santa-
put it in my room
Yeah.
and, thought I
If
was ready
Santa,
for it.
yeah, but they just deliver you the box, and then you can open it and you see a big TV in there, and they go, "We're gonna put it in your room."
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's almost like you're asking Santa so candy, like being like, can I eat in my room? You know what I mean? Where it's like that has nothing to do with Santa. It's more your parents.
No, I think
thing,
it
right?
does because I'm telling them why I want a TV for. I'm giving Santa a little. I could have just said a
You could just
TV.
set a TV and
I
Santa's
hear-
like,
I
I,
hear
don't
what
care
you're-
where you're putting it.
I hear what you're saying, but I also think, and maybe this is just me, I thought my parents were in constant communication with me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought they were on the horn
Yeah.
with them every
I'm
once in a
saying,
while.
this is a
Yeah.
joint
checking in
effort.
to see how
every
I'm doing.
December.
I want
Yeah.
I want everyone to be on the same page here.
Yeah.
I don't want there to be any
Transparency.
confusion.
Yeah.
I don't want Santa and
Full
my mom's
transparency.
wires getting crossed, and all of a sudden they get me 2 Super Nintendos. That would be terrible.
Yeah.
So,
That's so funny. Dear
Um,
Santa, in full transparency, I will be handing this over to my parents.
yeah, they will have a copy of this.
Yeah.
Please sign and date.
I'm
below.
sure they will brief you before your trip.
Number 10. I need you to look this up, Nicole. Mighty Max Castle.
Oh, I know that one.
Mighty Max.
That's another, I think, one of
Yeah.
those set things.
Well,
Those-
Mighty Max. I used
Mighty
to call
Max, Mighty
Adam.
Max.
I used to call Adam Lucidi Mighty Max because he was a boy with his backwards
Yeah.
hat, and he looked exactly like fucking Adam Lucidi.
Is that the guy in backwards hat and a cape, right?
I think so.
Mighty Max.
Wasn't he like
Castle.
green or something?
Oh,
I'm getting
Uh-oh.
a ticket.
now you can put it back on the meter, though. There you go.
Look at that.
So what were you going to
so
say,
I'm just
though?
totally overpaying for. I'm paying 17.
What were you going to say?
I already have what? Ah.
What were you just saying?
About what?
About Mighty Max.
Yeah, Nicole, can you pull up Mighty Max's castle?
All I'm seeing is Mighty Max Skull Mountain. Could it be that?
That's it.
It could be
It
that.
says castle, but maybe. I don't know.
It's what
Let's pull
Skull
that up.
Castle.
Maybe
just
you
says
saw
Mighty Max
You didn't
Castle.
have internet back then. You could have. Oh, that thing's sweet.
Yeah,
There's
that's
Mighty
definitely
Max.
what it was.
He doesn't have a hat on.
Yes, he does. Zoom in.
Expand. Yeah.
Computer, enhance.
Enhance.
Yes.
Computer enhance.
As close as it will go.
Enhance.
Computer, no back talk.
Yeah, I guess that's probably it. Did not get it.
Oh.
Did not get it. Not a fan of the
okay,
set piece
okay.
designs for
I could
him.
see me going, let's not get him this.
But you know what the last item on this menu was, which was a very, I feel like this
A
was expensive.
horse.
Look up the X-Men Phoenix jet. Now this thing
Oh, that
was
thing's
like a
awesome.
big, fighter jet, the X-Men one, the dark blue one or whatever it is, and you could put people in there and stuff. And a buddy of mine, I believe, had that, and I was like, this thing is so cool, and I really, really wanted it, and I'm 99% sure I did not get that. I have
You
like,
would remember if you
I
were
have like
playing
one
with it and
memory of
stuff.
playing with it, but I think I was playing with it at a friend's house, and then that's
wow.
what
That thing is
Oh.
sweet.
Wait,
is that from
maybe
the
I-
movie?
this
That
is from
can't
the
be-
90s.
yeah.
Now, that might be a,
That's a newer one.
yeah,
That's a newer
maybe
model.
the 1995 version,
Doo-doo, beep.
but it was something like that.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
You're gonna keep going, huh?
I think I finally got it. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Now I will say this.
Santa, bring me this X-Men.
Now let me ask you, Feeney, are you going to send this episode to your parents and be like,
Just
like
watch
you guys
the first
Just trying
30.
to see how much you guys drop the ball.
Yeah.
So this part is the only part. That's the
There.
that's
go.
it.
With the Wolverine
It even
jumping
looks
out of
like
it.
it's made out of better plastic.
It detaches. It's like thicker. Yeah, I remember that cockpit too. Pulling
you
the thing up
yeah.
there.
Doc.
Yeah,
Um,
but you do. This is back when
so-
America was great again. Again, it was great again from a part that wasn't so great. And now we're all past that. So when we record,
Get that tattooed.
you're going to need to laugh a little bit more, everybody.
That's the
Now
ticket.
this is the sign off, and this is the only part that I believe
This you
might
said-
lend some credence to Mike's number 4 theory.
yeah.
Is because I signed it.
Love your
Your
undying
best
servant.
friend.
Wow.
Your best friend, Michael Feeney. Your best friend.
Your best
Wow.
friend.
Your best.
Just
Now-
to remind Santa
Friend.
of how good of a guy Feeney is.
yeah, that makes me mad because
Because your best friend is Santa.
He told me we were best friends. How could he be both?
Now that makes me
No,
upset because
I-
Santa told me that we were good friends, and I didn't take that lightly.
No, I can understand people can have more than one best friend. All right. This has nothing to do with Santa. This is
Well, that sounded like it
everything-
had a lot on it
This is everything to do with
this show.
the manipulation, the selfishness really of Mike Feeney as a kid being like your best friend, really? When do you talk to Santa in April? When are you not asking for something from this best friend of yours? It's all you. It's all take.
Why did you break?
I don't know. It made me laugh.
It was so
good. No, but seriously, what do you
There you
think?
go.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you to stop resting your arms on both chairs?
Nah, this is
Fucking
gonna
After
be
you hit a
like
punch
the
button.
like
gonna
the
be the
czar
new
of
way I-
podcasting.
No, this is how it's gonna be from now on.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna host every time.
So
I would
that's-
love that.
That's my Christmas list. And what have you learned, Nicole?
Well, I added up the
Yeah.
potential cost. Do you guys want to take guesses at what this full list would
Okay.
have been?
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
can you just
TV.
go over it really fast? Super Nintendo, Genesis,
Catfish, boy and girl, different
Catfish,
prices.
boy and girl,
It's
Mighty
really,
Max Castle.
dude. It's really not that much.
your family to be together,
That's the one price that no one.
your
can pay.
family to never
yeah.
never leave.
It's almost like they broke up in spite of this list.
that bummed them so
Yeah.
that bummed them out so much. They're like, ugh,
Catfish are like, we'll never figure this out.
Yeah,
our son doesn't even love us.
yeah. Catfish. I only want to see this guy on the weekends.
Uh,
I only want to see this weirdo on the weekends.
Power Rangers, Spiderman Daily Bugle, TV for my room, Mad Max Castle, X-Men, Phoenix Jet.
I'm gonna say $775.
I think it's a good guess. I think between $700 and $800. So I'm gonna say $715.
Okay.
Oh, you piece of shit.
I'm gonna say around.
1 million.
No, I'm gonna say like 900.
Okay, Nicole. Answer is
The winner is Brendan
You know
because
it.
the answer is over $1,000.
Wow.
At the time, it would have been somewhere between.
Oh, at the time, I was doing at the time pricing.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have been somewhere between 1,000 and probably
1,100.
I don't know.
1200.
Think
Are we
more
gonna
than
guess the next number?
1,400.
yeah. What was the other number you were thinking? Was it 1,100?
that. Like 1,250.
Double or nothing.
So I think,
Interesting.
yeah. So I mean, I don't think that there was any expectation to get everything on that list, but the definitely high priorities ones. And then it just started becoming backups. I guess.
I can't believe you didn't get the Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
I
And
feel
then
like they
have
could have
it
been like,
now,
fuck
and it
this
doesn't-
whole list. We'll get them the Nintendo.
That's it. That's all you need.
That's all. Yeah.
For what?
Yeah. You just do the
Game Gear was great. I played a lot of Game Gear. Loved Game Gear.
Game Gear School.
That is more or less what I do, though. Is there's a big tentpole gift, and then you get some parameters.
My family credits me in our family of inventing the chip-in, which I would always, it was happen when I was a kid for my birthday, because it was my birthday and Christmas. I was like, everybody, instead of getting me a bunch of little presents, I would ask for a big ticket item. And we were like,
And
call it
chip
the
in.
chip-in. Everyone in the family chips in for this. So like the big thing I got was an Iowa boombox with like 3 CD changers, 2 tape decks, a radio, 2 big speakers, and it also had an antenna for the AM, FM, all that kind of stuff. And you could like record CDs off of it onto tapes. And that was probably like $300. And so all my family just chipped in and I got this big thing. And
Yeah.
now my little cousin, everybody, the chip-in is like, everybody revolves around the chip-in because now everyone in our family can go, I kind of want a nice watch. I want like, if I, people like family members will be like, I want a nice watch. And now everyone, instead of buying them a $25, $50 Amazon gift card, we can be like, all right, what's the big thing?
Nice chip.
And you don't feel weird asking for it because you're like, everyone gives a little bit for something you actually want.
Not bad.
Has anybody been like, I would like a chip in to take me to Greece?
I have asked for chip-ins that were way beyond the reach of and didn't get them. You know what I mean? Where you're things where you were
Where's
like,
that list?
I remember there was a time that I wanted like a video camera that could like also like record like underwater. It had like back in the time when that came out, video cameras were still like this bigger thing, and it had a giant like a
Plastic bag over
almost
it.
like a GoPro, but massive, like a massive GoPro. You know what I mean? Kind
Yeah.
of size thing.
Cool.
And it was so rudimentary, but you could like go down and take. And I even
Was it
then,
yellow? I feel like I'm picturing
It was
a
yellow. Yeah,
camera.
it was
I
yellow.
remember this.
And I really wanted it because I think I must have seen it in like a Sky Mall. Because to that point, I had no idea there was even underwater video cameras could like be a thing and that consumers could have, and I wanted it so bad.
that could have
because it was so expensive.
spent like that could have been a trajectory of your career. You could have been this underwater filmmaker like what's his name?
I've always James Cameron.
James Cameron.
I've always wanted to. I always had a video camera, like the family one. I would just kind of steal and become my own.
Yeah.
I always was filming.
There's no
forever.
record of me being alive before I was 18 years old.
Dude, getting all those videos digitized is crazy. Like all of the
Yeah.
ones from like high
Yeah.
school and stuff.
We have no motion pictures of any of us.
Well, the problem is for me, it's all I'm manning the camera. So like you very rarely, unless I like turn it this way and I have like braces and my, and I'm just, my voice is so high. It's incredible.
You're like,
It's such a high level. Almost everyone used to think that they'd be like, "Oh, hi."
You're a
They
girl.
thought my mom was on the
Hello,
like,
miss.
answering the phone. They'd be like, "Deborah." Yeah.
And what's your name? And you're like, Tig Notaro. Because that is a woman.
leave a 5-star review.
That's right. That's right. Leave a 5-star review. Go to iTunes and subscribe to the not the Patreon, well, the Patreon, but also subscribe to the YouTube.
That's right.
Click the numbers. Be a part of the algo. Whatever the hell that
Click
means.
the numbers. Just say like, subscribe, comment,
Everyone
share
says
with your
that.
friends. That's because that's what they need to do.
I want to be unique.
Continue the word of mouth. You guys are sharing the videos so much, commenting. It's all helping it get out there into the ether.
Yeah.
It's mixing and matching with some other podcasts. We're gaining new listeners and viewers every single week. So thank you for that. If you want to pass around a consolidated link for everything, Go to here'sthescenario.com. That has the podcast, it has the YouTube, it has the Patreon, it has all of our social medias on there right now. So go to that, subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/scenariopod. Preferential treatment to answer the questions. Most of the episodes do revolve around questions. I do think we'll probably get to one or two. If we don't, next episode is going to be heavy with them. Don't you worry. And yeah, boys, anything individual to promote?
Just go to my website, brendonsagalow.com, plus Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and twitch.tv/sags2riches.
Yeah.
Go to mikefeeney.com and sign up for the email list. All you got to do is put in your email, zip code, and I'll let you know when I'm coming. I'll only bother you when I'm coming to your area.
Hell yeah.
That way you don't have to do that thing where the day after we leave Michigan, when are you guys coming to Michigan? Or something like that, which drives
Like
everybody
Grand
crazy.
Rapids.
Yeah,
Literally
yeah,
Grand
yeah.
Rapids, plugging it for months. People came out, had a great time. We followed each other, and they're like, when?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah, a week ago.
Couldn't
Why-
have
why
found a better
never?
time.
A week ago.
So just do that and then subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/MikeFeeney.
Yeah.
Thanks.
4
Nicole.
dates. 4 dates, MikeCannonComedy.com. 420, I'm doing the Mike Takes Edibles crowd work thing. Stamford, Connecticut, New York Comedy Club early in the night, and then the second show at New York Comedy Club in Gramercy. So we got a Connecticut and a New York show, both edibles, both crowd work, both unplanned, unscripted, and should be a disaster. April 28th, I'm going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then I'm going to be in Seymour, Connecticut, going to be at the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island, then with Mr. Chris DiStefano in Newport, Rhode Island at the Jane Pickens Theater and Event Center. Got some really big dates coming up, going to be in Boston, Phoenix, Houston, you name it. MikeCannonComedy.com for all those tickets.
Hell yeah.
Nicole.
Nicole C. Lyons on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that was a very Christmas memory. Michael?
Do you like us? Or
Yes,
do
of course.
What
do you mean?
You very clearly give up at times. So in the spirit of nostalgia, I and Nicole, this kind of got brought on by Nicole's birthday post for me. Nicole, wife, not producer. She posted
Nicole,
a very
producer insisted on not making a post.
She only has cons.
Yeah, Nicole, producer, didn't post even a story or anything.
No.
No, that's like a
Interesting.
very middle school thing to do.
That's
so.
weird because both of my
Wow.
guy friends that are older than you did it.
Slam.
Yeah, well,
Wow, dude.
Da-da.
Okay, well,
Speaking of not liking you guys.
for realsies. So
Oh, boy.
Nicole
Permanent
was
rift.
Nicole was going through a bunch of this old shit. You know, we have memory boxes. Some are in her mom's house, some are in our house. So we're trying to consolidate and put stuff together. And she found an old diary of hers from I believe 6th grade. So
Dude, this is nuts.
this is when we were 12 years old, and she made a pros and cons list of me.
So she was deciding whether or not she wanted to date you, or you were just a kid in her class.
I think so. This is kind of deciding whether we should date, but it's also more or less just an indictment on my character.
Love this thing.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
it's both.
dude.
It's both brilliant and terrifying that
Yeah.
she made this. You know what I mean? Like to be a 12-year-old and to be like, all right, I'm gonna weigh out the good and the bad of this guy.
Yeah. I mean, that's
respect
such a mature move.
I know, it's
I respect
unbelievable.
it. And I
Yeah.
also feel like, sometimes let's get into the list. I'm very excited.
I'm very excited to hear about this list because I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Are we reading pros first and then cons?
Let's
No,
go
one and
through.
one. One and one.
Well, yeah,
Pro,
yeah, one and one,
con.
one and one.
That's fair.
Pro con.
So whatever it is, I just want you to know that this list starts from a previous entry and it ends with, now Mark McGrath is one. I love him. He is so hot.
From
He is
Mark McGrath
Sugar
from
Ray.
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray. Yeah. So that
Hey,
hurts.
Mark, if you're out there,
You could have my wife. Okay, so Mike pros. In my number one,
Okay.
In my gym class.
Proximity matters. She gets to see your creamy calf.
It's a long
playing
distance
dodgeball.
relationship.
That's right.
Either way.
No, we'll see each other
The other
at least
way.
once a day. It's in an athletic forum, so she'll always be a little
I
bit
get
turned
that.
on.
Proximity is huge.
I mean, that kind of proves that I'm good at sports because gym class is a big turn on. Now, if she said like, what?
Oh God.
Reach.
That's just Brendan's regular ass breathing, Feeney. I don't care for your reaction to that. How so? How so? How so? I was also in her math class. Did she reference that? No, because I'm better at gym. Because I'm better at gym than at math.
I'm smart at math.
That's right. I would be if she
Lives
said he did
next
my
door,
math.
which means that I'm American. She likes that.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah, really.
You really are a toad of a man.
Okay, all right.
All right, first con. Con number 1.
I think I'm gonna like the pros more than the cons. To be honest.
Ugly hair.
As much as things change, you know?
Yeah. All right, number 2.
Pro.
Best friend.
Oh.
She was your best friend at this time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, we talked all the time.
Could also
We were
be
like
a con.
really tight, good friends.
Could be a con. If she
Uh,
doesn't make best friend the con also in some sort of like artistic way,
Okay.
then I have no respect for her.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, you're gonna love this con.
Okay.
Con number
Ugly
2.
face.
Con number 2. Can't dance.
That one must have really hit you hard though.
Hurts now. It hurts now.
Yeah,
so
we'll
brutal.
never
First
be a
of all,
pop star.
It's the 6th grade dance. Nobody could fucking dance.
Yeah.
Everybody had boners, and nobody could even move their body without being dizzy. I was like, all the blood shuttled to my cock,
Yeah,
and I
right.
literally was like having a hard time standing.
I would argue 6th grade is that was the best time I could dance. You know,
Wow.
I was more limber, loose.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I danced like no one was watching.
Yeah. That is a crushing can't take because you've built an empire on that.
Well, because
On
I
that
can't-
lie.
but no,
Well,
no.
according to the list.
No, what I did was I took notes. Is I saw that and decided to improve it.
Also,
Oh, you saw this back in the day?
I've seen this.
She showed
like,
this to you?
Yeah, years ago.
oh, but not
wow.
like within not at that time.
No, never. I this was a haunting secret that she had over me.
Some best friend. So
Yeah.
far, it's ugly hair, can't
Ugly,
dance,
Dumb face,
Yeah.
bad athlete.
I can
So go.
I can appreciate
sucks at math.
Mike Pros. I didn't realize this was gonna be the episode.
Man,
We're having a
you
fun
didn't
time.
realize?
No,
Fucking
I don't want it to be. But
Okay,
I will.
I got my eyes on you, buddy. I'm coming for you. I tried to even fucking get Dervla on the podcast to reunite you two.
I know,
And
I
you're
know.
coming at me about my hair and dancing,
That's Nicole's
think-
coming at you
yeah.
about it. We're
Yeah,
just
don't take that
agreeing.
out on me.
reinforcing it.
No,
You're succumbing to his manipulation.
It's the other way around.
You're
I'm getting
number
sucked
4.
into his
You're
orbit.
number 4 on his list. Well, Brendan
I'm the
doesn't.
cat-
Four.
I mean, yeah, getting sucked into Brendan's orbit is easier.
yeah.
The math.
Don't take this Nicole cons out on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Con
Feels like you're
number or pro number
Just
3.
how many pros and cons are there?
There's a bunch.
26.
Pro number 3 flirts with me.
That's great.
Okay.
Kid had gang.
You had the Riz.
I had I had Riz God.
Yeah.
Riz.
Riz. You had pre Riz.
I had pre-Riz. I had more potent pre-Riz than the regular Riz. I could pull out, but my pre-Riz might get you there
yeah.
anyway.
That doesn't work that time. It just became gin.
Come.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna love this one. Third con. PMS sometimes.
That's such a middle school way to say that.
So you throw tantrums.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, that's
PMSs sometimes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I would just get mad at her for
Uh,
being a.
That's
and
hilarious.
or like
Yeah,
being
you-
like a drama queen. Like
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of slam in that.
cut
yeah,
to you
that
reading another pros and cons list from another person, and she's making fun of you. Like, bitch. Like, did that not make sense?
I didn't get it.
I didn't get it either.
Damn.
Anyway,
Whatever.
Okay.
That someone got that.
someone will
this,
comment that.
This slams right in the face of you two idiots. Pro number 4, cute face.
But didn't you? Oh,
you were a child, you know.
What?
You were children. Sure.
So,
I could see that. That doesn't blow me away.
oh, you looked at his kid pictures and were like, "That's adorable."
He was a
think- you
cute.
don't
He was
think I
a
wasn't
cute
a
kid.
cute baby?
He was a cute, like.
Cute baby. I'm not talking about
I'm a cute
baby.
kid.
I'm
I was
talking
a
about
cute kid.
12-year-old boy with your
I have
your
a cute face
gawky
forever.
dork fucking fake woe is me. Good
That
Charlotte
has nothing to do with my
attire.
face.
It has.
My face is naturally cute.
I'll give you that. It is pretty cute.
It ain't going nowhere.
You can't lie to
That's a good pro, though.
Uh-huh.
So really, okay, so far, what has this shallow monster been saying? Is that he's cute there, ugly
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Why should I
Ugly
date
hair.
him?
That's right. I don't really know what this means, but cons wears T-necks.
Like
Turtlenecks.
Oh,
did you wear
turtlenecks.
turtlenecks when you were in high school,
That-
in middle
yeah.
That sucks.
Well,
school? Brother.
yeah, my mom dressed me like a dork for a little while, and I really tried to like spread my wings, but she continued to dork me up in past 6th grade.
Wearing turtlenecks in
Turtlenecks.
6th grade is a tough sell.
Yeah, all the teachers are like, look at this little psychopath.
Yeah, it was more at that point though. Turtleneck sweaters were kind of in style with the emergence of 98 degrees,
Right.
And they were like, so I was more like trying to do that
Right.
thing, but it came across as dork.
Yeah. You come into your homeroom and you have like
Yeah.
a turtleneck, little glasses. So now we've come to the end of the road. Anyway, how's it going? How's math today, everybody?
Mike Pros, number 5, nice body.
Wow.
There you
Come
go.
on.
She's like shallow, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, I think she's
There's nothing about
I-
your
I
personality.
think she's into you, dude.
Hold on. Personality comes up. Cons isn't prude.
Isn't prude.
Right.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a con.
Dude.
I'm a little skank, little middle school skank.
Now, is that what that meant? Like you were like,
Promiscuous.
you got around?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Pro, number 6, isn't prude.
Wow. Now that.
Oh, she's
oh my
like,
She's
God.
looking to learn.
That's so
yeah,
funny.
look at
Picturing Nicole, middle school Nicole being like, cons is prude.
yeah, on her stomach in bed with her feet kicking
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Pros.
Rose is prude. And then she's like, and then right after she wrote that, she went, "I'm so bad."
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a baby hit me one more time poster behind her.
So this is so far she has a pro is flirts with me. Con isn't prude. Pro isn't prude. Next con flirts. So clearly she's enjoying the attention, wants me to be not prude with her.
Oh my God.
Continue to flirt with her.
But see
But
you.
my wandering eye as a 12-year-old
Yeah.
is just far too much for her to handle.
Well, I think she
Con,
sees
he's
you
a
as
fucking
she-
skank.
Yeah, she sees you as a bad influence.
Yeah.
Trying to take
Yeah.
her virginity, and
Yeah.
she knows
Wow,
that
I
you're-
wasn't ready to settle down, you know?
She's already in her feelings. Like she understands her feelings. She's
Yeah.
like, this is bad for me because.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah. Next one. Pros. Same interest
Okay.
as me.
Okay.
Cons. Likes other girls. Going
Wow, she's
back.
really-
Italian.
Yeah, she's getting,
Yeah.
she's getting really heavy on the you getting around.
However, Mike Pros.
Where's a rubber?
Gloves up with these hoes.
yeah.
Dumped Jen for me.
Wow.
Which
That's
is
huge.
true. I remember too because it was a 6th grade dance. Jen was a 7th grader. I was the first boy in my grade to date an older girl, and she was a hot girl in the 7th grade class. So
Whoa.
it was like a big school-wide
Yeah.
thing. Pretty
How'd you break
exciting.
up with her?
She didn't go to the dance, so I wanted to dance with Nicole, and I think I had one of her friends call her from a payphone and tell her I didn't want to see her anymore.
From a payphone? Wow.
Page her. Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
funny,
I think she was
dude.
sick too. I was like, "Yeah, sorry,
Sorry, it's over.
it's over."
Enjoy the.
I want to dance with somebody else with a bone.
Yeah, I would also look at that as a con. If she really thinks of it, she's like, he might dump me on the drop of a hat.
Yeah, maybe.
So really, yeah, that is that. What's that thing called? There's like a term for it when person starts a relationship by cheating on
Yeah.
their last relationship with this person, and then they break up, and then they start dating that person.
Oh, that's a human centipede.
that
And they
person,
start eating
that
her
person
shit.
ends up always getting cheated on in their relationship because it starts from a
Self-fulfilling
foundation
prophecy?
Well, it starts from a foundation of that, So it's like
Wow.
maybe that's always who they were, and you just thought you would change the person.
Yeah, so
Sure.
if the next con isn't, the con's going to be like, Dumb eyebrows.
Next con, neighbor.
Wow.
Yeah, so loves gym class, neighbor's a bit too close.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
way too close.
Yeah.
Commitment.
Yeah, I hear you. Mike Pro, Ken slow dance.
All right.
So as soon as the song picks up tempo, I'm no good. But
Wow.
you get into a slow grind, and man, I'll rub it all over your leg.
Yeah, that's not bad. So she's been thinking of this prom situation, this
The
dance
dance.
situation.
Yeah, the dance Wade
Were you-
this was probably written on the Saturday after this dance.
Wow.
Yeah. Cons. My friends hate him.
Do they still hate you?
No, I dated every one of them.
Probably why they don't like you.
Yeah, 100% of them.
Well, how could they not like me? I dated every single one.
Right. What? I wasn't
left
proved
a-
and flirted
left a-
with all of them.
Yeah, left a wake of emotion and angst.
They should love me for that. I made their lives exciting. These fucking boring clams.
There you go. Thank you for landing that plane. Not in a cunt. All right. Mike Pro speaks his mind.
Wow. That's a good pro.
Not bad. Con.
Gets punched in that mouth by
Yeah,
his
yeah,
speaking
yeah.
mind.
Dad. Oh,
His
never mind.
dad?
What?
What'd you
I
say?
thought Feeney said gets punched in his mouth, and I said by his dad.
I thought
and
the
I
next-
realized that was too sad.
That
Pulled
is
up
sad.
quick.
I thought the next con was his dad, which would have been fucking hilarious.
Con, that's coming. Con dumped me for Dorian.
Wow.
So I'm playing a little game of musical chairs here.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. Okay, number 2. Pro, open with me. Very open. Honest. I talked to her. We talked about each other's problems, all that stuff. Always been good pals and
Right.
communicative.
So far, the pros list is like outweighing the cons list
Thank
by
you.
a million.
Thank you for saying that.
I don't know. The ugly hair things.
Yeah.
Wait
Can't
till
dance.
you get this slam. There's a couple slams in here. Next con, crusty.
You always looked like an old man.
I always had chapped lips.
Yeah.
She was
my
like,
God.
you're fucking
disgusting.
crusty. Yeah. Whenever it was
Disgusting.
cold, I remember. Did I tell you guys this? When I went to Cooperstown to play in the Field of Dreams, like summer league baseball. I'm in the Little League Hall of Fame, like the whole thing. I got such bad chapped lips in upstate New York. They were out to here.
Oh
They
my
chapped out to
God.
here. They looked like a natural clown makeup. And I would stand on the mound and just go and crack my lips, and they just start bleeding all over the place.
Oh my
Why wouldn't
God.
someone get you Vaseline?
Yeah.
Ended up getting me Vaseline.
Yeah,
like
the coach
5
is like,
days
he's
too late.
He's terrifying them.
Oh, it was awesome.
Be like, sir, your child is making other children
Yeah.
scream.
We have an active bleeder on the mound. Is that something we could do?
I've made a pros and cons of your son, and he's a bit crusty.
Crusty.
Crusty
Such
would
a-
be the top of the list of cons for me. I
Chris,
think.
crusty also could mean like
Chris Crusty? Did you
BO.
just say?
like the BO, smelly
Yeah,
deodorant.
crust
really
as
bad
the
odors.
word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are giving away. You're delving into the future here. So pro tells the truth. Con, bad reputation.
Really? You had a
I-
bad reputation?
I am Bart Simpson.
You really are.
Never had a bad reputation.
I was a little bit of a middle school player.
Yeah.
You know, good personality. Pro. Con, very competitive.
I would argue all these things still kind of apply.
Yeah. Well, I would argue that me being very competitive is why she excelled in sports.
Why she did?
Yeah.
Because you pushed her.
Because me and my friend, the three of us, Timmy, my friend Timmy, Nicole, and I played basketball against each other from 5th through senior year. And we played in our yards and all that stuff. And we didn't treat her like a girl. We treated her like we were hooping because she could fucking play.
Right.
And with that,
Knocking her out.
I mean, with that came some like,
Throwing
you
elbows.
block somebody and they're shorter than you could fucking stuff the ball back in their face.
Yeah.
And she got countless bloody noses and like insane.
And then they played basketball.
Yeah, then we hooped. So yeah, I was very competitive. Pro is so sweet. 3 O's. So okay, she's starting
I
to
don't
feel
know, though.
positive.
She's kind of like,
Hedging her
how
bet.
is he sweet if
he's a
he,
all
player.
of these things,
if he's
Brendan.
a player that
He's sweet when you
Things
get his
my
attention.
friend.
Things aren't binary, man.
You're right,
Live in the
dude.
gray.
You're right.
Gray matter. Con, hard to shop for. I made fun of the fact that she got me a Los Angeles Lakers hat at one point, and I was like, I've never expressed interest in this team.
I still don't have
She
it.
got me-
So she wrote that down.
Yeah.
That's so
Dude,
funny.
she got for 6th grade Christmas, I think she got me a baseball and a Lakers hat. And I was like, why don't you just tell me you don't know me? Okay, Pro, I'll speed this up. Fun to shop with.
Okay.
Feeney,
Fun
that
shop
should not
with.
be surprising to Feeney. I mean,
Nope,
I'm
he's-
Christian from Clueless. I'm the gay guy
Queen
that you think
shopper.
is straight, and let's get a leather jacket. Con, parents are dicks. Pro, like my big bro. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, that's
Con.
Oh, that's something to look into.
Yep.
yeah.
Con, sister listens to our phone convos.
What?
That's a big con. She does not like your family.
No.
Like, get off the phone!
But she was also, this is like,
Hang
Nicole would call with her friends having sleepovers at
Yeah.
like 3 a.m.
Right.
And my dad would be like, God damn it, what's happening on the phone? Hello. And they're like,
Foghorn Leghorn for a
Like,
parent?
I say, get off the phone.
Yeah,
It's
what?
3 a.m.
don't put it out with your boots, Ted. Don't tell me my business, devil woman. That's my parents. It's from Billy Madison.
What was the thing in Holes where he was like, Grandpa, I'm tired of this. Well, that's too damn bad.
What's that from?
Holes. Remember Holes, the
No.
movie?
Shia LaBeouf?
The Shia LaBeouf vehicle. Nicole, did you see Holes?
I did.
Did that make you laugh?
Yes, it did.
That's all I need.
When I watched it back then.
Nice.
Brendan. This is a sweet one. Pro, good poet.
Wow.
I don't even know what
gotta
that's in
crush
regards
you,
to.
dude.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm totally cool with him being a good poet.
It doesn't sound
What's
like it.
poetry and rap is very close.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you guys can fucking catch up. Where's your poetry, Santa Claus?
I never said I was good at poetry. Just better at everything else.
Not apparently catfish training.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not good at getting catfish for Christmas.
The one thing
I'll
that
tell you
got
that
away.
much.
I hope you have like a
Title of
life
the
or death
episode: Michael
situation.
Feeney didn't get catfish for Christmas.
I hope you have like a life or death situation where you're like laying in the ocean and these two catfish just grab us. Oh, if only I can.
They'd be in rivers, you fucking idiot. And not in oceans. Know nothing about a catfish.
Okay. Nicole still hung up on the family thing. They hate me for some reason. Like, that's just a continuation.
Why did they hate her? Because she was calling at 3 a.m. with a
Because she
bunch
was
of her
calling,
giggly
and
friends.
we were just like, we were really good friends and not all that nice to each other because we both came from very combustible households
Right.
and did not know how to express ourselves. But we like found each other. Like
Right.
it was a weird thing.
Well, you
We
lived
both-
right next
You're
door.
trauma bonded.
But yes, yeah, kind of trauma bonded, kind
Yeah.
of like interest bonded, all the above of just like, hey, we're fucking pals. Stop trying to continue.
Come
the
on,
moment.
man. I thought that was really
I
funny.
didn't even hear it.
got-
I'm just continuing to
He
go.
said, we found each other. Oh, well, you live next door. It's not that
Oh, you're
hard.
still on that? That was like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, maybe if you look somewhere, if you kept looking, who knows? Maybe you would have found someone.
Now you got me.
You're not so combustible with.
I have so much to say and just no ability to say it.
I'm now getting it, dude.
I know you're getting it.
'Cause it's
Ugh, I listen to your inside.
what was that?
Disgusting.
Let's just keep pushing.
That was like the inside of the factory of Brendan's body.
Yeah, they're
Shoveling coal
shoveling coal.
to the furnace.
I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
Stop looking at me, dude.
Pro gets good gifts. Oh no, I skipped one. I'm sorry. A average.
That's
Maybe
How did
she's
she
just
know
saying
that?
you're A for average.
yeah. You're average.
All right. All right. Nicole's the only one that's safe, and it's because I can't see her face.
She-
Been laughing this whole time, I hope.
How does she know your grades?
Because we were friends, dude.
You guys
we were,
told each
we were
other your
also in the
grades?
same classes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the same
okay,
class.
okay,
Because
yeah.
we for our middle school, I don't know if you guys had this, but our class was not big by national standards, but big for our school standards. So they split us into team A and team B, and they'd have A team teachers and B team teachers. And if you're in the A team, you're typically sharing classes with more people.
Right. Like college. Kind of. They do that in college.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you're kind of in the same classes with everybody.
Okay. No, that's by major.
Oh. Boy, would I not be on that A average list? One of her cons would be F average if she was talking about old Sag Daddy. The Sag Man.
I'm trying to make that stick.
Hashtag Sag Man.
Okay. Next pro gets good gifts. I mean, that's
That goes with the shopping one.
that's
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, there's three more pros, one more con. So I'll go through some compliments me is a pro.
Nice.
I
Physically
would say part of the flirting.
Yeah.
physically flirts is the next pro.
Physically. Whoa. You're like grabbing her knee and stuff?
And you're the same exact age?
Yeah, we're the same age.
What are you doing? Like you're like hugging her a lot
I
and
don't know,
stuff?
man.
No, I think probably like
Grooming.
you know, grooming her. I was probably just like telling her that when she gets older, she's gonna be real nice.
Just
Yeah.
push. Just
Is
pushing
it
the
grooming
envelope.
if you're the same age?
Yes, because I'm an old soul.
His old soul sexually harassed me.
That's right. So I was grooming her. Pro. Con lies 50% of the time.
I thought she just
tells
said,
me the
yeah,
truth.
she just said you were honest. You probably just had DM'd her
You
or
had
something.
just told her. You had probably.
She probably was
just
adding
told
to
her
this list.
that, or she had probably found out that day that you had like kissed other girls, and that you had probably told her that you
Yeah.
hadn't, and so she was like, "Oh my!" Like
Yeah.
spiraling.
Something happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. She ran home. Where's my list?
Last pro tells the
Lies.
truth 50% of the time.
Wow.
Oh.
She's looking at. She's always trying to look at the bright side.
So she has a final
numbers game.
synopsis. That's the end. She has a final synopsis. So there's the same amount of pros and cons. I guess we will just stay best friends, which will be better. More fun not going out. Okay, my hand hurts. Love ya, Nikki.
Aw.
I like that. So she was also signing it.
She's the
To-
Michael Scott of middle schoolers.
I always wonder, like we talked about this so many times, I think, but like about what tends to write the journal in. So she was writing it
To a friend, as if she's speaking to a friend.
right.
I think a lot of people do that.
You write
If I'm doing a
You write
journal
not
entry,
the third person.
I don't know. I
You
have
go,
signed
I'm
it.
upset today.
Oh,
or do you
no,
go
yeah,
like,
I'll go,
or like,
I,
or I'm
yeah.
upset and we got to get our shit together.
A little mix of both. Like we got to do this, and
then
I,
like
blah, blah,
you
blah,
gotta.
this.
But when you say you gotta, it almost feels like you're putting the blame off you. Where even
Yeah,
if you're yelling
kinda.
at yourself, you're like, you got to get your shit together instead of we
You
or
say you?
I.
You say you?
No, I'm saying that I've done all versions.
Yeah,
of
I've
that.
done every version of
Yeah.
that. Well, it's funny that she didn't. Now that person, what's really like crazy about it is that little girl who had no idea now has a family with you.
I know.
That is so crazy.
And I-
That's so crazy.
And I
She's
still
like,
see her as
stay
that
friends.
little girl.
yeah. And then maybe one day you'll be best friends.
That's the episode. Everyone.
That's the
Boy,
episode.
we know how to end with a thud.
We'll see you next time.
The scenario.
Bye, everybody.
The scenario. The scenario. The scenario. The scenario.